Mary, tell us about yourself and about your family.
Well, I'm 47 years old, and I was born and raised in Richardson, Texas, which is not too far from where we are right now. Mary Alexander Cakes is in Dallas, Texas, but Richardson is not too far. My mother and dad live not too far away. I have a son, Zach, who's 13. I'm married to a great husband whose name is Greg. He's a CPA, and he has two children that I love just as if they were my own, Amy and Austin. It's a great family.
How would you describe your personality? And what do your friends say about you?
Well, I think I have a great personality, and as far as my friends, I think my friends would tell you that I'm a lot of fun to be around. I'm very comedic. I bring a lot to the party.
What's your best and worst quality?
I think my best quality is I'm very dependable. I'm a great mother, I'm a good friend, good wife, but I tend to put myself last on the list when it comes to things, and so that's why I'm really excited about this opportunity. It's a goal, and it's first on my list.
How do you feel you react to criticism?
I try to take criticism in a positive way and try to turn it into a direction that I can actually benefit from instead of hiding from or getting upset by. I don't have time for that.
On the last season of The Next Great Baker, which cast members do you most relate to and why?
Karina and Megan. Karina's a little mouthy and loud, and I'm kind of like that at times. Megan's bubbly and friendly and all personality, and I'm a lot like that too. Those are the two I identify with the most.
Tell us about your food industry experience.
Well, a year and a half ago, I took a cake decorating class at the Cake Carousel in Richardson, Texas. It was fabulous. I fell in love with cake decorating. I was going to sign up for the next class, but it was full. So I started watching all the cake shows, which I really had been watching all along. That's what made me want to go take the class. But I became totally obsessed. I watched every cake show, all the cake bosses, the challenges, etc. I got anything on YouTube I could on how to do this, that, and the other, and just self-taught myself to where I am today.
Is there any specific genre of food desserts you like to bake or cook? What type of baking do you hate?
Well, I like cakes. I like to decorate very whimsical cakes, big cakes, carved cakes, tiered cakes, all kinds of fun cakes. I don't like sheet cakes. I'm not the sheet cake girl.
Tell us any interesting details about a wacky job or hobbies or interest that you have had.
I tell you what, the wackiest job I ever had was the personal safety seminar. I actually put together a comedic routine about what you should do if someone tries to pull you in the car, or what you should do if someone tries to shoot you, or things along that line. And I would perform this routine in front of nurses and real estate agents and other kinds of people that, were constantly in those situations. It was a hoot.
What is your favorite topic of conversation in a social setting?
Cake, cake, and more cake. Every time I get out somewhere, everybody always says, "What do you do for a living?" And when I tell them, the whole conversation turns towards decorating and cakes. Cakes are fun. Cakes are fun to talk about. Everybody loves cake.
Where do you get your recipes, and how did you put your own personal twist on them?
Well, I think I go for the tried and true recipes. A lot of them out of my grandmother's little box of good stuff. And then there's also all the cooking shows and baking shows online. Oh my gosh, there's just scads of places to find good recipes. And then as far as putting a twist on it, I like to, that's a secret. Everybody's got secrets.
How would you rate your skill level for baking?
Oh, I'm good.
How about for decorating?
I'm great. In my whimsical area, I'm the best.
Pastries and desserts.
Pastries and desserts, not bad. I make some pretty mean pastries and some great desserts.
How would you rate your decorating skills when under time constraints?
Under time constraints, I shine. When I have too much time, I tend to procrastinate and don't get things done. But when I have good, solid time constraints and it's down to the wire, I tend to get very calm. I prioritize, and honestly, that's when I do my very best work.
Are you usually happy with the end results? Describe in detail.
I think I'm usually pretty happy. Honestly, I've only been doing this for a year and a half, and there's a lot of times when I'll make a cake and it doesn't seem like it's coming along as it should, and then I get done and I stand back and look at it and I'm amazed. And I mean, take that in the spirit that I mean it. I'm amazed that it came out so beautifully, that my thought actually came to fruition. Are there things I wish I could change? Yes. Are there cakes that I wish I had done a little differently? Always. But I'm usually always very happy.
How do you think you'll handle quick-fire type challenges and working in a group for bigger challenges? What do you think will be your strengths and your weaknesses?
I think my biggest strength in the challenges will be that I'm a great team player. I know what I do best, and I'm pretty good at assessing what others do well. And I think getting everybody all together in a group effort will be easy for me. I think one of the weaknesses will be that I have no tolerance for slackers or folks not giving it their all. And I can see where that could be a problem. That might be a weakness.
When you're ready.
Are you competitive in nature? If so, give us an example.
Oh yes, I am very competitive in nature, and I'm pretty sure it started at a young age. When I was a kid, probably 12 years old, I tried out for the semi-pro soccer team. And when the coaches walked around and said, "What position do you play?" I said, "I score goals." And I did. 2 out of 3, game point, championship of the world, last hurrah.
It's a game.
Okay, whatever. I'm just telling you. I'm just saying. All right, go. Aw, dang, you lost. Yay!
You kidding?
If you're up against other contestants, will you be competitive in order to win the cash and prizes? Elaborate. How far will you go to win?
Well, I'm going all the way to win. There's no question about it. Will I cheat and sabotage the other contestants? No. But make no mistake, I'm coming, and I am going to be the next great baker.
Please describe the most stressful time in your life and how you reacted or handled it.
I think the most stressful time in my life was when I was pregnant with my son, Zach. And, you know, I'm one of those people that likes to be in charge, completely in charge. And it was an emergency situation with Zach, very life and death. And I think the way that I handled it was I knew that I was no longer in charge, and I put it in better hands.
What does baking cakes and decorating mean to you?
Decorating and baking to me is it's therapy. It's my escape, and the fact that I can do it and make a living, that's just icing on the cake.
Why do you want to be on this show?
Well, I mean, for all the obvious reasons. I started baking a year and a half ago. I have a business that's booming. I'd love to have the cash and prizes to open my own shop. The fame would be great, notoriety. The prize, I mean, it's the trophy. It's the trophy of the cake decorating world at this point for me. So, yeah, I want to win.
Why should we pick you to be on the series? What makes you unique and different from everyone else?
Well, I think you should pick me because I'm a lot of fun. And we want season 2 to be great TV. Not to mention, I'm a great cake decorator. Why wouldn't you pick me? I'm the next great baker.